we don't really hold them to an email standard. Typically, it's about 100 emails per day, 500 to 700 per week, having about 700 to 800 people in cadence at a time. What was the last stat that you asked me? Dialed emails, LinkedIn touches. LinkedIn touches, we don't necessarily count those either. Like we encourage them to stay up to date with them and, put the touches through its cadence and things like that. It's more of like a time spend 30 to 45 minutes on LinkedIn a day, maybe an hour, or form it like that. But most importantly, we work mainly out of 6 cents, but we could typically ask them to add 5 to 7 accounts per day from high intent. And what that would look like is about 5 contacts or less from an account, so about 25 to 40 accounts or contacts per day that they would enter in. And then we say somebody, like I put up 75 dials, but typically they're hitting around 100 to 200 dials per day because we also have a dialer in place. So honestly, we have settings set so like you don't send out more than 5 emails to a domain in a day. Typically, we're targeting less than 5 people at a time. Anyway, we made sure our compliance was up to date so that there's a certain setting that you have on. I'd love to give you the name, but I'm not the most technical when it comes to that. It was a setting that we needed to have on in order to get through inboxes. But honestly, it's just figuring it out. I can't give you a good answer because it's just making sure that we're not adding too many people, that our security settings are set so we're not spamming people. We're not sending people the same, like, take a meeting for X, Y, and Z email over and over and over again, making sure we're not like spamming them and just hoping and praying that it's not that bad. Like, it hasn't been too bad, but honestly, it hasn't been too bad. But we did notice something when our security settings weren't turned on to get through those inboxes. So we've seen an uptick. But right now we're kind of playing around with what kind of settings we have in our outreach and in our Gmail to make sure that we're being respectful to the people we're reaching out to because we really want to help them. We're not there to spam them. So